Hi everyone, it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs with an exciting announcement today and a video on following your life purpose. That's what we're going to be covering in this video, mainly because some very strange synchronicities have been leading me in mine over these past few months to something really amazing. I'd really like to share that with you in this video and show you how you can be led to fulfilling your life purpose as well. We're going to be covering that today. Is that something that you would like to learn about? Get your questions ready, tell me about it in the comments, whether it's live or not, and I'll answer them as best I can, and we'll get organised, we'll start talking about this. So first of all, the exciting announcement. So we told you a few months ago that Spiritual Awakening Signs was going 2.0, so that we were going to be taking the next step, providing all new exciting material, never before seen things, advanced level things. Well, it's here. The Sacred Sites series is officially launching today, and basically we're going to be travelling to sacred sites all across Britain, to historic places. We're going to be connecting to the associated ascended masters of those sites, and I'm going to be the bridge to channel the high vibrational healing from them directly to assist us in the ascension process. So it's a whole new level. It's the highest vibrational energy I have ever worked with. It's really exciting, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about it as we go through the video. More on how you can check that out just shortly, and I will put links in all the comment boxes so that you can take a little look. So first of all, just a quick hi to Beth. She said she was just thinking about this second. That's really cool. Synchronicity already working for you in your in your life purpose. So let's get started. So what I really wanted to talk about was fulfilling your life purpose and how it really is an essential part of the ascension process. It's an essential part of moving forward. But what I've found it to be is that people consider it to be an end result. They think of it like an end destination rather than, a series of continual balancing movements. It's a continual process of allowing the universe to lead you to your greatest joy, to your life purpose. So the universe has faced me with that truth many times in my life. And recently it came up again in relation to my work here at Spiritual Awakening Signs. So as you will know, for almost maybe 2 years now, I've been tuning into my spirit guides and channeling the enlightened messages and the healing energy that they provide, which we're very grateful for. And they are a collection of high level spirit guides who are dedicated to assisting those of us on the awakening pathway to fully awaken and to fulfill our life missions. And this has been done by through recorded energy healing meditations, largely recorded from my home environment, until more recently when I began to sense that it was time to take some sort of next step. So you guys know I put an email out about that. I knew that there was a next step where we're going to be upgrading in some way, and I knew that my guides were urging me to connect to an even higher vibration and to share something more powerful and profound. But what that was, they didn't let me know. Usually what they do is they just kind of leave a little secret or a little hint here or there, and they allow me to discover the rest for myself. And when these moments come up, these moments of stepping forward in my life purpose and discovering the next step, I know that I need to quieten my mind. I know that I need to go somewhere where I can really go within and hear what my guides are leading me to or trying to assist me with. But in order to do that, I had to go somewhere really still where I could connect to those energies really uncluttered by modern daily life and the busyness of everything. So my partner and I decided to retreat to the beautiful Scottish highlands for a relaxing rural break, because there's so many great grounding elements there. It's so undisturbed, the nature's so undisturbed, it's really pure there, and I knew that would be a good place to do this. So I've got a place that I like to go in particular that's very still, it's very peaceful, and I can connect to my guides and their positive energy uninterrupted by normal life. So it feels like you've got this little space And I would really urge you to find that space for you as well, a sacred place where you can go within. And it could be any sort of a place. It might be a park, it might be a library, it might be down by a river. Whatever it is for you is personal and unique to you. But it's important that when you go there, you feel a real sense of peace, that you can really let go when you're there. Everybody needs a space like that. And I usually find when I get to my special space that it takes a couple of days to really disengage from the busyness of life, of modern life. And it did. But as that heaviness began to kind of dissipate, I started to feel this pull to a particular place that kept coming into my awareness. It just persisted no matter what I did. It was really urging to be known and acknowledged, and it was a sacred site. It was the cave of St Columba. St Columba was an Irish monk who lived there in the cave for a while, when he was on a mission to bring Christianity to the very dark energy of a pagan Scotland and a pagan Britain. This was back in the 6th century, so a long, long time ago. And I didn't really know anything about St Columba, but it was clear that I was being called to this place despite the fact that I didn't really know anything about him. And regardless of my lack of knowledge, I felt that my guides were really impressing upon me the importance of visiting that site. And I knew that we were going to be intensifying and accelerating the level of the healing that we'd been providing so far to everyone on the awakening pathway by now travelling to these sacred sites and drawing on the really potent energy that's there in these historic places by connecting to the ascended master that's associated with it, and the people who really as light workers blazed the same trail long before us, so we can really gain a lot from them and their guidance. But I just knew that I really had to go. I had to go to this sacred place. I had to connect to St Columba. It was an absolute drive. It had to be done. And I wanted to visit the place where he'd lived, he'd prayed, he'd meditated. And I also felt really certain that my guides had probably arranged this energetic transaction well in advance. They usually know what's going on before I do. And I know that when my guides are pushing me on that next step, that there's an urgency to it. You know, it feels different from just the kind of thought that comes up. There's an urgency to it that it needs to be done. And I sensed that St Columba might already have been waiting for us. You know, it was just this awareness of his energy, or a sense of something being different that I knew. So we headed out there. We just decided to pack up the car and we travelled to St Columba's Cave. And it was a miserable day in Scotland. The weather was really grey and the rain was pouring down right next to the loch. It's a beautiful spot next to a loch called Sport, and right on the shore, but quite hidden in all the nature. You wouldn't know it was there. You really wouldn't know it was there. And it took a bit of effort to actually, you know, move our way through all the overgrowth, tripping over stones and, you know, ducking under branches and things to make our way to it. We passed an old stone chapel that still existed, that had completely been ruined and fallen apart, but it was still there, all overgrown. And when we got inside the entrance of the cave, which is really quite big, there was a beautiful stone altar, and it had all these offerings of people that had obviously come before, with coins, candles, pebbles from the beach. Even there were a few little crystals and things. So I decided to light some candles and to put them on the stone altar to connect to St Columba. And when I did, I actually saw an orb, a spark of energy right in front of me, clear as day. And when that happened, I really knew that he was with us, and I just had a sense of what I had to do. So I felt that I had to channel that energy on his behalf, and really put it into a meditation so that he could share with us his strength and his determination that he had in fulfilling his life mission, following his spiritual life purpose, to bring love and light no matter what. That was really what St Columba was about. I am bringing the light, I am the Lightbringer no matter what, and I'll find a way to do it. And I knew that he would assist us in aligning with our life purpose, clearing blocks and obstacles that get in the way, and the cave itself was so peaceful. It was so peaceful and still, but there was this really palpable energy, this high frequency and effervescence of an energy that I could sense, and it was really exciting. I knew that we were just about to really tap into a font of energy, and within a few minutes I could sense his presence and the really potent healing energy that was coming through. There was guidance and information just started to pour through, and I channeled that and we captured it on the video. I could feel the support that is there for all of us on the awakening pathway. It's really important that you know that, and especially for us looking to discover and align with our life purpose. But all these messages kept coming forth to really affirm that St Columba is going to assist you on your life purpose, and your spiritual progression too. And you can connect with him, you can receive these downloads in the energetic shifts and healing in the meditation, which we captured live in the cave by candlelight. It's absolutely beautiful, and it was a really powerful moment and a really special memory for me. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about St Columba because you probably don't know that much about him. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments box, and I'm going to share a bit more about him. So he was an Irish Christian missionary of Druidic Scotland, so long time ago, and he founded a lot of monasteries up and down the length of Scotland and fulfilled a really important spiritual mission to spread that love and light across 6th century Britain, which at the time was incredibly dark and incredibly dense. And he guided the only centre of literacy in the region, which later became a really major European centre of pilgrimage and learning. We weren't even reading and writing back then, so it was absolutely incredible that he created this. So as a result, you can actually be assisted by him in accessing your creative talents and your abilities when you invoke him in that way. And the interesting thing was, we've got 2 meditations launching today. So we've got the Sacred Sites one that's coming out, the St Columba one, and we've got the Life Purpose one that's coming out, and they work really powerfully together. They've got 2 different aspects to them. One is connecting to St Columba and allowing him to kind of infiltrate and make the changes in your life, giving you the strength to move forward. And the other one, the Life Purpose one, is about clearing out all the pain and the past life trauma of being a healer, a light worker, a leader before, so that you're clearing out the blocks and obstacles. And when I was recording the Life Purpose meditation, clearing out the obstacles, I saw all these images of white birds, and in particular doves. They kept coming up. And I got the message that they were telling me at the time, but I also thought it's really specific. And it wasn't until recently, when I was setting everything up to launch this meditation, that I discovered that the name Columba in Scottish and Irish actually translates to church dove. So even though I was doing the other meditation and I wasn't in the cave, he was still there. He was still working with me, and he was still, giving me that information for us to share and to use to grow. It was incredible. So there are a couple of really cool stories about St Columba, and one that I wanted to share was actually a legend that tells of him performing a miracle. People really considered him to be a miracle worker, and apparently he repelled a ferocious water beast to the depths of the River Ness. So that was in response to an attack of a local man and one of his own disciples. And by sign of the cross, he declared, "Go no further, do not touch the man, go back at once." And apparently the creature stopped, as if pulled back by ropes, and it fled. So a really exciting story to do with Loch Ness there, and very close to Loch Ness. But it's a really significant early recorded encounter with a shape-shifting Celtic spirit, really. And it's known in antiquity as the water horse, but people like Sir Walter Scott and the poet Robert Burns referred to it as the Kelpie, which interestingly is a nickname of mine because my name's Kelly. So really interesting and really cool story. I was really excited when I read that about him. So to get back to the life purpose stuff, it was really made clear to me that there is a collective mission that all light workers have committed to uplift the earth and humanity by channeling divine love and light, and that by actively tuning into fellow members of this cause who have come before us and who have successfully completed their own missions, we're going to be aided and supported by them. We are going to be supported by them in furthering that cause because they're still dedicated to it. And it's going to come in the form of deep soul level healing, activations and adjustments that we need in order to fully heal, to be energetically prepared and equipped with all the ascension templates that we need, and freed of any limiting obstacles that are blocking us, restricting us from moving forward. So would you like some help with that? Here we're going to tell you all about the meditations. We've got some great resources to help you with your life purpose. You can use them separately, or if you want really ultimate power, you can use them together to cover both aspects of clearing your life purpose out. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about those. If you have any questions about anything that we've discussed, your life purpose, St Columba, the sacred sites, being led by the guides, or the meditations, just pop them in the comments box and I'll get back to them. So the first thing is our brand new, never before seen, it's all new, advanced level energy healing meditation. It's channeled directly from St Columba's Cave, the ancient sacred cave in the Scottish Highlands, and it's available for 1 week. Okay, so it's only available until next Friday. And just to let you know, there's an early bird discount because it's an introductory offer that will be available until midnight on Sunday. So make sure you get it before then if you want to get that early bird discount. So basically, the St Columba Life Purpose Meditation is going to help you to experience the powerful and potent energy at that point of the stunning Scottish Highlands. It was absolutely beautiful, but you can do it from the comfort of your own home. So you're going to feel like you're there, and being able to tune into that energy is what's going to help you to connect further to St Columba. Having the visuals, hearing the sounds, seeing the candlelight, you might even pick up some orbs and things in the video. You can connect to all that energy. You can connect to the Ascended Master, St Columba, and invoke his help and guidance. You can shore up your strength. I'm going there. Your strength and bravery required to move forward no matter what. Just like he did, and you can see past blocks, obstacles and earthly illusions, express your creative skills and talents, follow your bliss and fulfill your life purpose and joy. That's what it's all about. Really important. So to give you an understanding of what it really is, it's an energy healing session channeled directly from the Ascended Master, St Columba himself, recorded in a cave that he meditated and lived in on his sole purpose to bring light to Britain. So it's a little hidden cave in the Scottish Highlands, and you'll get to see all of that in the video. Think of it a bit like a cross between an intuitive energy healing session and a relaxing guided meditation while you're in a sacred site. It's kind of like a cross between that. And it's a pre-recorded video full of energy healing, clearing and energetic adjustments that are advanced level. This is the most powerful level that we provide, that we've had to date. And it is a calm and relaxing meditation that is completed in around 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes. You can get all that healing, all those activations and all those changes. Like I say, it's available at special early bird discount up until Sunday at midnight, and then we revert to normal pricing, so get it at the introductory offer. I will put a link in the comments below so that you can have a little look at that. And the other one that we've got out today is our monthly meditation. It's the Life Purpose Meditation. So these work really powerfully together, but this one is still on life purpose, a little bit different. It's about aligning with your life purpose path, resolving any past lifetimes where you were unable to fulfill your soul mission, healing past lives where you've been attacked, harmed, feared for being a light worker. They're really damaging lifetimes and they stay with us when we move on. You're going to release the fear of using your own power, your healing abilities and your intuitive gifts again. And you're going to learn to take care of yourself, to protect your gifts, to use them responsibly, and reopen any abilities that you might have suppressed or shut down as a result of the trauma from the past lives that you've lived before. So same kind of idea, cross between intuitive energy healing and a relaxing guided meditation. And it's all pre-recorded, you can just watch it at your leisure. And also with these meditations, you can use them again. You can use them again to go even deeper and heal at a deeper level as well. So very exciting. Again, only available for 1 week. So I will put links in the comment box and you can take a little look. But if you want to use them both together, you'll get really powerful results and you'll be able to supercharge your life purpose success, which is what we're really looking for. So I'm going to take a couple of questions just before we finish up. So let's see. Barb says, I'm 65 years old. I have doubt of what my purpose is at this age. I'm so full of negativity about things, not sure where to start. She also says, I'm not a light worker, but hoping to learn from these videos. I would challenge you on that, Barb. I find that it's almost always certain that if someone is on some form of spiritual path, interested in spirituality, or has some sort of desire to help, to serve, to assist in some way, and it can be any way, it doesn't have to be just a spiritual path, you know. It could be that you want to care for others, you want to support the people around you, but I will bet that you're a light worker. If you're interested in this type of stuff, you'll be a light worker. But everyone has a purpose. But like I said at the beginning of the article, the challenge that we have is that we've been taught to believe that it's a kind of one place destination. You know, my life purpose is this one thing. It's not. It's a constant unfolding. So you've already been on your life purpose path, and all these different things have unfolded as you've moved through that pathway. But what I would say is there's something, I can actually feel it in your system, there's something unfulfilled. So your purpose is always the thing that's unfulfilled. So have a look and have a think about what it is in your life you wish you could have done, or you would like to do, or there's something in your energy that's not being fulfilled. That's the thing that's your purpose. And the best way to find that is just to start doing things that you really enjoy and just see where that pathway starts to relocate you to. You definitely have a purpose, Barb, definitely. Okay, Beth says, I'm right there with you and ready for my life's purpose. So excited. You should be. You should be. It's a really exciting thing. And I think the difference that I personally notice now is that before, I always thought it was this one place destination. But when you pull away from that perspective and you allow your soul and the universe to continue guiding you, showing you all these different ways, different points on the path, it changes everything, and it becomes a process of unfolding, exciting joy. It's like, oh cool, look at that, oh wow, look at this, oh great, we're doing this now. It's constantly unfolding to new things. It's not just you get there and it's all over. And the other thing that people don't realise about it is it's always about your ultimate joy. It's not about serving everyone else and getting nothing for yourself. It's always that where those two areas cross, you're able to help and serve others, you're able to assist in something good, something positive, and being able to do that will be your greatest joy. So it crosses over and finds a way to be really, really happy, a really happy thing. Barb says, thank you, I have felt that. You do have a purpose, of course you do, we all do, and we're starting to kind of discover that now. So allow it to come to the surface and learn more about yourself, because that's what it's going to show you. So if you have any other questions, you can put them in the comments box and we'll get back to them after the video. And I will put links in the video also to our 2 meditations. You can have a look, like I say. You can use them separately or together to supercharge your life purpose success. I'm really excited to launch this new stuff, and I really hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. A very special memory for me, and look forward to doing more of them in the future. So thanks a lot for watching. See you soon.